with it. Because if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to be me. To the death of me, I'm going to be me. And that just took me out. So for a while, I went from geared up, ready to go, ready to release the music, to I'm over it. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on my mama. I want to be the daughter I need to be. I want to be the sister I need to be. Because y'all don't know my brother, but it's a reason that he does not fool up with the industry at all. The way he moves is way different. And how he felt about what happened was way different. Those are the things that I really had to try and take care of and bring some kind of peace there. But I was going through it. And then all of that, I was going home to a hotel. And that's why I'm just saying, no matter what you're going through or what you've been through out there, life is not meant to break you. It is really meant to make you and create character within you. And anybody that no longer feeds your soul or adds to and attributes good things to that, then it's time to walk away and move away. So I was losing people physically. And at the same time, believe it or not, I was losing people that were right here in my face. They weren't there for me. People were hurting me that were supposed to be there for me. I was dealing with a lot at one time. So I'm telling you that don't think one red coin, one award, none of this stuff around me, amongst me, keeps me at peace. None of it holds me at night. None of it dries my tears. None of it. So sometimes when I tap out, I apologize, y'all, but I tap out because I'm human, and I tap out because I ain't come in lying to y'all. I didn't come in that way. After the storm was after the storm. The makings of me was the real makings of me becoming a mom for the first time. And then realizing when I was in the middle of dropping everything to me and love all over me, I was dead smack in the center of a breakup. Hurting. Going through it. I'm talking about up through there. So, I just asked for a little grace in the process because I don't want it to be mediocre. Mediocrity has never been my thing. Like, there have been some times where sound wise we experiment, like Code Red. It was such an honor to work with Timbaland and do some things that sounded really different. And that wasn't a big album for me, but it was a big moment for me as an artist, just kind of cultivating a sound that I had not tapped into before. And by the time I got to the making of this album, and I thought it was gonna be simple, I decided to get divorced. That scratched out the whole year 38, hence the reason it's no longer chapter 38. But these are not things that I could foresee or that I was planning. These were things that just started happening to me. You say, is C Murder what? I didn't see your question before it left. I love your fashion sense. What does that say? Finter Haney. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see, people spend a lot of time putting on in this forum. Listen, I would have been a much bigger star, a much wealthier woman, had I put on for you. That was a choice, a decision that I made. A lot of the stuff you haven't seen me do is not because it wasn't offered. It's because I made the choice not to. I got all the calls, but I knew what people were sacrificing to do what they were doing. I didn't want to sacrifice that. Cindy O for life. Love you back. I mean, you'll be surprised what people give up to get to the top. You'd be real surprised. But I've been watching it all my life, and it is a choice for me to be able to do what I do with sound mind, with a solid family. I move how I move, and I face a lot of criticism for it. I face so much criticism for it. It's actually become comical. Because I'm a real human being. And to gain the world and lose your soul is just not something I'm okay with. That's a level of sacrifice I refuse to partake in. I mean, I refuse. Cindy! I wonder where she is. So for the album, I do want to Rico Love. He just dope, real transparent. He gonna speak it if he feel it. London, I talked to yesterday, and we finally in the same place. So London on the track. I know he probably hates for people to say that whole thing, but just so it wasn't weird who I was talking about. I am going to work with him. Romello, what are you talking about, son? I'm going to try and reach Jasmine tonight and see if. Hey, girl, you want to say hi? Why you waving around the corner like that? Because I look a mess. You where? Because I look a mess. Why you say you look a mess? Because I do look a mess. But you don't. Pretty don't need anything. Where your little friend? Which one? The littlest one. She's in the shower. Oh, look at that girl. She trying to hurry up so she can get back down here. Oh. She been all in the mix, sis. No, she do me like that when I'm alive. So I can only I'm trying to see. So Cindy told me to get on here. Put the phone down so I can come over. You see how aggravating she is? But then when she on live, she walking through the house. They say, why you acting shy much as you be on live? Period. Because it don't be a lot of people. PERIOD. For real. Oh my goodness. So what am I supposed to be doing on here, Cynthia? Talking. I am talking to them. Am I still doing the radio show on Apple Music? Yes. Rated R&B, yes. So I was telling you, once I decided to push the album back, I sat down with the executives and I asked them to push everything back so I could do it all at one time. So that weekly I'm giving you things from songs to different guests. I'm really curious to know who would you all like to see me speak with and really just interview and talk to. They say, Cindy, you be on live. I be falling asleep. Who is that? What's up, Peaches? You are so welcome. When am I coming back to New Orleans? I don't know. You know, I've been very careful about everywhere that I go, but we don't go nowhere. I know we don't go nowhere. But that's what I'm saying. But this, you know, if there comes a reason for me to come there, then I'll get a plane and come there. If there's a need to like handle business or something like that, I'll definitely come there. Summer Walker. Oh, I absolutely love Summer Walker. Love, love, love her. I mean, for real, for real. Another transparent person. And a lot of times we catch the most grief because when you lay it out there, you know, that's sometimes I always tell my kids and Cindy, the more information people have, the more they use against you. And you have to really be self-assured and very secure in whatever you share or whatever you have going on before the world has its way with it. So, you know, it is a thing. Interview Kim K on Reform. I'll ask her if she would come on there. She's taught me a whole lot. There were so many things that I did not know before us really sitting down and talking about cases, well, his case, on the level that we do on a daily basis. Her commitment to doing what needs to be done for people that have lost their lives to the system is so admirable. But again, she has a lot that she can feel from different perspectives because she learned a lot from her father. She's learned a lot from Jessica and Aaron, and She studies not just the laws, but even as they're changing. I get that knowledge from her on a regular basis. And she explains things to me in a different way so that I can understand it and know how to better help. Because actually, Corey's goal, of course, he wants to be free, but he wants to see his people be free too. So that's something that he wants to dedicate his life to when he is free again. So, just learning and taking in all of the knowledge that I can and trying to be a vessel in whatever way she, asked me to. Is he the rapper that's getting pardoned? I've heard nothing of that. He is in the state, and pardons by presidents happen for federal. The governor there could definitely make the difference for him. It's not someone that I've met. I pray to God that it's someone that would be interested in possibly speaking to us and letting us share this information with him. If not, we go through the necessary steps. I mean, one thing that won't happen is we won't turn our backs on him in any way. But the person that could really help Corey is John Bell Edwards. And you know, I'm sure it couldn't hurt to get that word from higher up, but that's the way it typically works from my understanding. Donald Glover would be a great interview. He would be an amazing interview. Somebody said interview LeBron James. I would absolutely love to interview LeBron. I don't know if, he would be down to do it, but I would definitely ask. Do a community activist from different cities. Agreed. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I would love to talk to some of the younger women that are out here making it happen. I would love to talk to like the likes of Lauren London. Um, I would love to speak to one of my dream interviews is Dolly Parton. I grew up absolutely obsessed with Dolly Parton. And when I say that, people always ask why. But if you ever read anything about her story and what she really did to become successful and how much she gives back and what she does, it's unreal. City Girls, hell yeah. Carisha and JT, I would love to have them on my show because they definitely have been through a lot. And what I love about them is their level of friendship is not commonplace. The way they love each other, the way they support each other. You know, people oftentimes miss the message in the mess. But if you really pay attention to them and how they move for one another, or while JT was locked up, what Carisha was doing and what they were focused on, it got them to the goal and the greater good while one of them couldn't even walk around. Like, you just don't see that a lot. I would love to interview Stacey Abrams. I would love, love, love to interview her. And there's a lot of people that I love and respect. Let me see. I'll take a couple questions before I go up here and make sure sister going to bed. It said my favorite SWV song. I would have to say Rain. I would have to say Rain and Weak, and actually one whole album that I absolutely love. Let's see, I take another one. Is that something? Romello child, if you don't get off of here. Rain, yeah. Ooh, Fantasia is the illest. She knows she can sing. She can sing anything. Would I interview Christina Aguilera? Absolutely. Absolutely. We used to see each other all the time. And just over the years, I haven't seen her. So, yeah, I definitely would. Hi. Let me see. Just wondering, Mo, you still doing bookings? Bookings like what? Like a concert? No. A walkthrough? No. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. I am, my parents are here, which I love. My babies. No, I'm not doing bookings. Not those types of bookings. Now I'm doing virtual bookings. I also performed the parking lot concert for Reverend Warnock, and it was really good because people had to stay in the car. So that was really different because people weren't roaming around, and we weren't allowed to have anyone on stage except a DJ. He was almost 20 feet away. So I'll do stuff like that. Anything that I can do carefully and with respects to what is happening and this rapid rate, of people just increasingly being sick. I'll do those types of bookings. So, nah, but like just like random walkthroughs and stuff like that, nah. Yeah, I've been working on the album. I did take a break from working on it, and then I came back to it. So now I work on it heavily. Hi, boo. Y'all see Mello?
I'm back.
What's up, baby? Hi, cousin. What's my favorite song on the Makings of Me? Ooh, I don't really have a favorite.
You want to dance?
Yeah, I don't have a favorite. Have I tried magnetic lashes? The hell they gonna stick to? Yeah, nah. I'm old school, like old school child. I don't even want no lash extensions. Pop them off and roll. Wash my face and get in my bed. Ain't no magnetic nothing. See, little eyelash glue. That's it. I'm not doing all that new shit. Nope. I like to be able to wash my face completely clean and roll. Magnetic, listen, I just got my vision fixed about 10 years ago. I don't play around my eyes. I don't even be one eyeliner sometimes. I can't take it. No.
Yay. I'm on the security cameras on the games.
Who?
I just can't see in the room.
Okay. I guess I'm about to get the little people in the bed. Let me see. I'm going to watch.
Anyways,
I'm going to pull up another question. Hold on. Let me see something.
The impression basically kills you. So anyways, as I'm looking out for that, I need to be careful.
Let me see. I think I got it. How long?
Anyways.
Okay.
And I'm dead. Did you see him just kill me?
I saw that. That was horrible. Forget your cameras.
What?
What you doing when the coronavirus be over? I'm gonna be out.
Go to the beach. Go to the beach.
The beach. ASAP.
Wow.
Yes.
This is say anything.
Ooh, yes. The beach. I really want to go straight to Anguilla.
Is this the same
I want to go straight to Anguilla.
Sorry, you can't vote when you're
I
done.
really do.
You can only talk to the other people.
Do I do my own makeup?
So I
Ooh,
can only
no,
talk
child.
to this person because
Cindy know how to do hers. Like, she beat her face perfect. I be looking
he has
crazy.
an ex and the rest of them don't.
Kiki Wyatt is a
You should
beast.
vote who's the
That girl can
Anyway,
sing,
we're gonna
sing.
go to a new game. So you
Do I want any more children? Sure.
do
With
you
a
want me to
good,
make a game or join
with a
somebody's
husband?
game?
Sure. If that happens before
Okay.
the clock say,
Pick a game.
you finish, I'm down. Have I ever thought about writing a book?
You should probably write a book about the beach.
Oh, I could write a book about like rest and relaxation
Yeah.
and the need for it.
Or
Yeah.
the jacuzzi. Or...
You like the jacuzzi. I thought about it very briefly, but
So I'm sure.
I kept that
So here's
to a
game
minimum.
one.
Somebody's asking me about skin products. I'll show you what I
This
use.
is game
I'll
two.
show you what I bathe in and stuff. Let me get up.
You want to go ahead and wash your face somewhere?
Child. She ready to eat. Talking about myself in third person. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to my room. You see, I have to turn the lights off on them for them to get the vibe that it's time. So I just start shutting things off on them. Let me see. So Tracy Hudson, she's so dope. So I get my brows done when I'm in LA by Damone Roberts. And he said, Monica, I cannot believe that you don't get regular facials, which I just don't. I flat out don't. And so I was like, no, I don't get regular facials. Woo-de-woo. Let me get the other one. So I was like, no, I don't get regular facials. And he was like, you have got to meet my friend Tracy. And he introduced us. And we've been close ever since. Now, what I bathe in, hold on. This is what I bathe in. Let me see. CB's daughter, charcoal onyx. And it smells good. This is what I bathe in. And I love it because my skin's always been super clear, but it's super sensitive. And that's a tricky spot. And then the other thing that I use, moisturizer. I'll let you see that. No secrets in here. And that's it. I keep it simple because for 30 years, actually 30, maybe about 36, 37 years, all I used was soap, regular soap. You know, I didn't have a regimen or a routine. And I was lucky, you know, to not have any issues. But these are the things that I use. That's it. And of course, now when I first wipe my makeup off, I use Supa's wipes. Her wipes are the truth. I use Super wipes. It'll get all this stuff off, and you can even, it helps me to remove my wig too at the same time. Super did an amazing job with all of her products. And like when I want really pigmented lips and stuff like that, that's what I use. But that's my clean regimen is real simple. Like if you don't believe me, hold on, I'll go over to my shower. This how it looks. My body's open. That's how it looks. And that's it. Now I tried the Olay products too, and Leia really liked how that felt like in the tub. So I did that, and I'll do it like in the tub and stuff. But sticking to face, back to the subject, face, this is it, face. I want to show you something that I used the other day too. I don't know how you get these, but my key makeup artist, Eva, She brings me these. And of course, I can't tell you what the hell they say. Eva's Korean, but she brings me all kinds of products. So that's a mask that one time I was feeling real dry. I get real dry when the winter time comes. When the winter time comes, I get dry and I get pale. I mean, like pale. So I use the mask to, she always tell me hydrate skin. So I'll use the mask, hydrate my skin, and then I'll use the balm, which I can show you that too. Just let you know, we don't do no line over here. Let me show you that. I'll show you. This is the balm. This one's a lot heavier, and this is also the one I use whenever I get on my flights, because that too can kind of dry you out. But yeah, Eva is the sweetest. She is so sweet. Okay, let me see. I'll take a couple more questions before I... What color are my lips? Let me see. I'm trying to... Oh, here it is. Can you see it? Something else Eva introduced me to. Never used them or seen them before a day in my life. But I like it because it stays on and your lips don't feel dry. So anything else? Oh, okay, that's dope. Would I consider dating? Them folks got a woman, ain't they? Nah, we like partners. What's the name of the face products? Tracy Hudson. Tracy Hudson is her name. Y'all want to know something? I still got like a little winter wonderland spot in my house. Am I wrong for that? I'm probably wrong for that, right? I mean, I don't feel no type of way. I mean, hell, if I did, I wouldn't have told you. I like how it feels when I walk out just this area. It still feel like the holidays. There's Mellow. And if that's bad, that's on me. But I just like for it to be gone before Valentine's Day. That's always just been my thing. That's just what it is. They are literally, they so fly though. And they are huge. Who's responsible for taking the damn trees down? Who put them up? Shavian, Rico. They put them up. And these trees, it took a lot because they were on. If you see, I'm a pretty tall girl, and I'm not even halfway to them. I guess they like 22 feet, maybe something like that. So yeah, you put them up. You got to break them down. I ain't touching them. I'm not even gonna attempt, try, think about it. I ain't about to wrap not one piece of it. Not what I'm gonna tell you. I'll show you something I thought was really cute. Something they did without even asking. Y'all won?
No.
No.
They didn't play me.
Why they didn't play you?
I don't know how to teach you. Look, talk to DJ.
Okay. I'll be back.
DJ explains in your language.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Okay, I won't use that word.
So I'll show you something I thought was sweet before I get into that. I'll get into that in a minute, because one thing about it, my baby is so dedicated to his team and to the way he plays. And I was here because I was working. But yeah, I won't miss the next one. So I thought this was super, super sweet. I came and Chavian, who actually did all of the decorations, he's so dope. He did Missy's decorations and stuff too. He told me, he said, I brought a gift for the baby. So in Leia's room, is her own spinning tree. I think it's so sweet. And she would come up here and she would cut her lights off. Let me see. She got such a sweet space. I'll show it to you this way. Shavian, if you can see this, you, Enrico, thank you so, so much. She would just sit here, and let me show you her favorite part on the tree. The heels. And there's heels and purses. Let me see if I can find the purses. Snow globes. Where her little purse? He just did such a cute girly thing. She liked the tiara. And she, you know, it's a big adjustment because in the hotel, she was sleeping in the bed with me. And to come into this kind of space, she's like slowly working herself into staying in her room. And I'm definitely not pressuring her in any way. But hopefully this is like a way y'all can get to know me better, because Cindy says I need to be on here more. But upstairs, I think this is one of my favorite views where you can look over. But it's really, God is always on time, because I'm telling you, coming from tight quarters like that into this is the next level. You just never know where life may take you. Now, you know, my boy he a man's man. He got men's quarters, you know, mellow. He likes his stuff simple. He likes it clean. He likes big TVs and stuff. He likes all of that, but he wanted like black leather and all of that in his room. So he got all that. He has that type of vibe per his choice. But I think I'm going to do some crazy flooring in here for him. And whatever like marble or craziness I do on the floor, I have them create him a gaming station out of that. But he's got a real dope space. And he got like a little bit of a gaming station now. But you got to remember, furniture now takes some massive amount of time. So he got a big space we can start filling up with stuff. And I got air purifiers everywhere. I don't know if anybody got asthma patients out there and know how serious that is. It's serious. And with him playing sports, I have to be extra on top, like on top of it. And so we purify his air in here pretty much everywhere. Rodney's room is huge, and he has his own garages and stuff, but no furniture yet, because they told me 6 to 10 weeks. So you order stuff. We're still waiting on the area rug for in here. We're waiting on that. We just waiting on stuff. Guess what? We in here, so we ain't complaining. We happy. We're thankful. I will say this about the hotel: the smaller space, it helps you to really get reacquainted and to be really in tune with each other. Like, I got back into all of their favorite shows, their favorite really everything. They have a sitting area. Well, they got 2 sitting areas up here, but one of them is real chill. I'll go so y'all can see that Cindy's room right there. We have to make sure Cindy got her own space. Sitting area coming together because, well, they don't come in here too often, but that's the vibe we kind of starting with. But the spaces, filling up the spaces is no joke. But this is one of my favorite pictures right here. I was pregnant with Milo, but nothing's hung yet. Everything is still, like, when I say moving in, but it's part of the process. And then Cindy's sitting area where she likes to watch movies and stuff is on the other side. Let me see. My parents, they're in their room, and rarely do they shut their door, child. But since they did, I ain't going that way. They got their door shut. Say no more. This Cindy's sitting area. She likes to, she has, different movies that she want to watch. So we're still waiting on like the huge area rugs, and then we'll sit the theater chairs. We'll elevate them once that part comes in. The contractors are coming and elevate it. So we getting there. I'm just gonna say this to anybody that's in transition: be patient. It's a process. All of it is a process. I'm not rushing to do one thing or the other. I spent a lot of time in my closet. I'm just grateful to get. Well, I can't assume everyone would know Cindy. Cindy started as my photographer, and then she became a full-fledged family member. Well, that's how. I don't know how to get it all in here. It really is like the store. If I keep going around the areas, it's I don't know how to. I probably have to get her to come and film it. But organization. Organization has been key when we are. What is the brand of the air purifier? I have to go back and look. It's something downstairs. I'll look downstairs at those. Let me see. You can't see all through here, but everything is real organized everywhere. And then there's another door, so it's all organized. Then you come, everything is like set up based on what's what, but the closet isn't finished. That's the hard part. It's not done yet. They still have to come in, do all the shelving, all the other stuff. So transition, work in progress. Can't even try to do it all at once, but I'm processing the move, processing everything. Life changes altogether.
Mama, guess what?
What, daughter?
I did basketball today, and I just figured out I would be on the team if I signed up. So
I think we should.
I think
No.
I'm on the team of basketball.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the basketball team.
That's what I'm talking about. It's in your blood.
Yeah.
Basketball is in your blood, girl. I'm telling you, you're gonna be great at it. It's a lot of areas. My mom likes to sit out here. This is her area where she sits and watches TV, and she'll light the fireplace. She liked being outside. So my mom grew up in the country where she said even the rain would be like on the tin roof and out here, because, and you see, we have to keep firewood because she likes, it's some in that corner. It's firewood is everywhere because it takes a lot to burn it in like the pits. And I'm just showing y'all the space basically to say you never know what's on the other side of what's been troubling you. Like I felt I was hard on myself during the time I was in a rental house first, and we had a breach of security over there. And I had to hurry up and move the kids out, and we went back to the hotel after we had a little bit of peace, and stuff just kept happening. And I'm like, whatever this test is of my faith and of my patience, God, I know you watching me. I know you hear me. But I wanted to pass that test, let him know that I knew he was real, let him know that I knew that he had me, even though I couldn't figure out why so much was happening to me. And just to persevere through certain things, it requires a certain amount of peace and solace and gratefulness, because we spend a lot of our time asking God for something. We always asking for something instead of acknowledging what he's trying to give to us. And I ain't trying to preach. Everybody know what my history looked like. They still talk about me for it. But at the end of the day, what I've learned was not without reason. I learned a lot. It takes experience. There's no greater teacher than experience. So experience has been the greatest teacher in this process. I lost friends along the way. I literally, physically lost family along the way. But whatever I'm shedding, I feel like he's preparing me for wherever he's taking me. And not everybody is ready to go where you're headed. And sometimes we don't even know where we're headed. My mom used to tell me that when I was little, and I would be like, man, please, what I see around me is all I know. And now I know there is somebody bigger, there is somebody greater, there is something greater waiting for me that I can anticipate, that I can hang in there and wait on. And people think because you come from a certain place that, well, which one is it? Are you going to be hood or are you going to give the word? I'm going to be both, if that's what you consider me, because our church was right in the hood, in the middle of College Park. And guess what? The word was real. The teachings were real, because no matter how far I strayed, I came right back to what I learned, sitting in that church, listening to my stepdaddy preach. And it's a lot of talk about like where I'm from. So I grew up Old National Highway, Clayton County, as mulattoes say, Clayco. That's where I grew up. And then my daddy and all his people lived in Zone 3, Highbury Court, Brandywine. So those were the areas that on the weekend and the summers I played, and my cousins were there. I learned just as much in both places. You know, two different types of hood with two different types of teaching, and the word still was there. God is everywhere. You know, people don't talk about it in that way, but God is everywhere. There's nowhere you are that he isn't as well. If you made it through something, there was purpose in it. And so me trying to really lean into living a purposeful life and walking in my purpose, like I'm not saying something to other people that I'm not willing to do myself. Sometimes that means you're going to go through the fire a little bit, come out on the other side with the understanding that you are greater than the issues that come against you. As they say, weapons form, but they don't prosper. And a lot of what I speak, even when I'm hurting, is positive, because you can will things into your life. I've willed in just as many great things as I probably willed in negative things when I'm constantly speaking on what's wrong. I don't not talk about what's wrong because I'm going to be fake as hell and act like nothing's wrong. I'm talking about what could be right and what I'm doing and where I'm going and what my plan is, because I know there's purpose in the power of my tongue and what I'm speaking. So I will things in good. Like for me, yes, I'm a divorced single mother of 3 kids that's doing everything on my own right now. But I will in the possibility of somebody loving me for me and me becoming a wife again. I will in. A lot of times now, I don't even tell God what I want. I tell him, whatever your will is for me, I want that. Because when I was trying to do it my way, it didn't work. I want that. And do I fall short? You better believe it, because, baby, I have to hold my tongue, my fist, my body, my everything sometimes. And hey, I still get talked about for things I did when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. And I'm not bothered, because I know what it was for. Other people might not know what the purpose of that was. And back then I didn't know, but I know now at 40, now that I got a 15-year-old son that wants to be a producer, that has some of the dopest music you ever want to hear, and he's preparing for where he's going to go. All that knowledge wasn't for nothing. So I'm just saying to anybody out there, hang in there. I get a lot of DMs that say, I don't want to live anymore. This is too much for me to bear. It's too much happening to me. But faith is the substance of things that we hope for. It is sometimes things we cannot see, but we believe. And I just want to say, hang in there. Hang in there. It definitely gets better. And the test of your faith is not to break you. My child is getting ready to be 16 years old in May. A lot of what I went through was just to help him through. You know, and a lot of what I went through was to make me the woman I needed to be. Whatever the reason, I'm still standing, I'm still here, you know. So I ain't gonna beat y'all head up about that, but I did read a DM earlier, and she told me she didn't want to live anymore. And the things that she was describing to me, I was thinking to myself, but I just was where you are a year ago. Now look, if I had given up, I wouldn't be here to experience it. And I would have broken the people that loved me in the process. Hang in there. Hang in there. You don't take your life. You didn't give yourself life for you to take it. And he won't bring you to something that he won't bring you through. I was real overwhelmed when I read it, and I didn't have the words right at that moment, but I pray to God that you're looking and you're listening and you hear exactly what I'm saying to you. There is reason for your existence. There's even reason for your pain. I'm going to show y'all the little spot where it's kind of dark. You may not be able to see, but my mom is always sitting out here. And growing up, I used to watch her pray. She would pray for so long. But this sound you hear is the sound that my mom likes. And I guess it kind of reminds her of how it was when it would be falling on the tin roof in the house she grew up. I don't know. She just always told me that was her favorite sound. But she sits back here. Usually when it's light, though. She'll sit when it's, daylight. And the kids would tell me, turn the heat on, I'm going outside. I ain't got there yet. But listen, hang in there. To every single person that can even hear the sound of my voice, because I know it's dark in the yard, hang in there. There's a blessing on the way. If we give up too soon, we miss what could be on the other side of our troubles and on the other side of our pain. Why do they call me Moses? Listen, first of all, let me address that. Okay, I got the nickname Moses from Corey Miller in 1998, child. Not Moses out the Bible. If you know people from New Orleans, I should have came on live while Toy was here. If you know people from New Orleans, they give everybody a nickname. Everybody. So my nickname had nothing to do with the Bible. You don't think I can part? No. Listen, that his Moses is almost like with a Z. Like Moses, hey Moses, how you doing, baby? It wasn't say fat Moses. It was never intended to be indicative of anything in no Bible. We don't play like that over here. We don't even reference the Bible unless it's to say to give glory to or honor to. He nor myself would ever think I could be anything out of the Bible. I mean, I'm trying to live by it now. Now I'm being real honest with y'all tonight. I'm still a work in progress, but the Moses nickname had nothing to do with the Bible. He called me a lot of Mosete, Moses, Mosina. Say, Mosina, fix me one of them sandwiches, huh? All that stuff. That's just a very like New Orleans thing. If you ever know people from there, they give you names and nicknames and you say my New Orleans accent. Oh yeah, I always imitate him. I imitate him and his auntie Marie and Sneaky Baby. His middle daughter, she's so pretty. She the only one got like a strong New Orleans accent. So hey Moses. That's what it is. It never ever. So they make up a nickname for everything. Nobody is just called Monica, like how you say my name in Georgia. You see all these people from New Orleans saying I'm telling y'all the truth. I never, ever, and neither would he relate myself to something in the Bible. It was really like him calling me all of those. Oh, somebody said I do Toya real good. I ain't gonna do it while she on here watching. Wait, okay, let me see. I'm gonna do Toya real quick. More, you got to meet people where they at, girl. I have all kinds of friends. Friends from different places. Friends that I know I could trust. Like D, that's my bitch. They all got a different sound or like a different twang or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Moses was definitely not a reference of Moses from the Bible. He got a lot of different nicknames for me. Fat, Moses, Mosina, and Fat wasn't fat like FAT. It was more like PHAT, but that's also a New Orleans thing for like baby, like pet names. Like please, y'all. I'm never gonna reference myself and the Bible one and the same. And neither would he. Moses was like Mosina, Mosete, all of them. He called my mom moms. It's like with a Z almost, even though he writes it with an S. No reference to the Bible. So that's it. She said, you sound just like Toya. Toya has been my friend for real. I'm grateful for real friendship because it's fleeting. It is not, it's not the same as it used to be. And Toya is a real, like she a real solid one. And just watching her meet Red and how that's even moving at this point, it just make your heart feel so hopeful and uplifted. Somebody said, can I talk like Tiny? I can. What you gonna do? I just asked you, did you want to come? Don't. I imitate pretty much everybody that's around. You say Toya talk just like how she imitate. I love the both of you. We love y'all too. That I would love to hear them imitate me. This is the funny thing. I sound totally different when I'm mad. It's so weird. It's almost like something happens. Super! Let me see. I don't really, let me see if this, oh yeah, this the way. Let me see. If I'm lying, I'm flying. When I tell you nobody got more nicknames for you than somebody from New Orleans. Ooh, nobody. Somebody say you sound so much like Tiny. I'm trying to think who else I can imitate well. It has to be somebody that I've been around, you know, kind of regular. We say go live with Super. Shucks, Super might be busy. When we was, let me see. I'll try. Let me see. Y'all know that I'm so, let me see. Did I do it? Nope. I did something wrong. Let me see. So, no, Rock, I'm not imitating Mello because I want him to stay gone. He gone right now. Let's leave him where he's at. Mom. Yo, man, where are you going in that? Man, what are you doing? That's Mello all day. Y'all better not tell him I'm imitating him. Cindy, how do I request somebody on my live? They asked me to go live with Tip. Oh, she says she in the hookah spot, y'all. She says it's too loud. She in the hookah spot. What you want?
I'm trying to show you how to go live.
Oh, she says she in the hookah spot. It's okay.
Well, I mean, you could go live with somebody else.
We'll do it with Auntie Toya. Click the thing.
Oh, you got 99 plus.
Go to your Auntie Toya.
Oh, you see Robbie say imitate me?
Oh, yep. Cindy coming up.
What's her thing? Toya?
Mm-hmm.
Jones?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
If she feel like it. If Red
on
say yeah. I don't know. Let me see. She might be. You want me to do Cindy?
You ain't even gonna say what's up.
To who? Where? I missed it. What?
That's crazy. All right, whatever.
Hey, baby.
You ain't even gonna say what's up.
Can you make Gunica crop tops?
No.
That shit talking about that's when you're real friends, when your kids call each other TD. That's another New Orleans thing. TD. We say Auntie, Aunt Laura, Auntie Nita. We say Auntie. There, they say TD. Y'all see my baby. Greatest they ever do. Who said go to bed, Mello?
I'm not going to school tomorrow
Who? Why? What make you think that?
because I'm awake.
Boy,
I'm awoken.
boy, yeah, I'm gonna awake you. Move.
Yeah, I'm awake.
You going to school?
You don't know.
Who don't know? I don't know what.
Miss Monica Moscow is racist.
What?
Anything can happen tomorrow after me. And you won't even know it. It's not going to be nothing.
Y'all see why I don't let him? You see why I don't let him talk on my live, right? First of all, I'm just gonna go somewhere he ain't, cause he just go too far. He go way too far. Ooh, Lord, too far. Trying to see. Get the belt, girl. That, I mean, Lord, my Lord. It's something, the middle child, they always extra special, but, woo, do you? I'm on the swing. It's a swing outside, so why don't you safely come to Atlanta? Come here. Teenage boys, you ain't lying. And then he be policing me. Really? When I get dressed, I don't even be showing nothing for real. And he come. Here he come. Oh, Cindy. Oh my God. Why? So are we gonna actually go in this place? Oh my God. What side of town are we on? Is it safe here? You safe with us. Hey, what is that in Montez's backpack? Oh, Montez is so cute. Cindy, if any man, even similar from Montez or similar to Montez, you run. That's what I tell her all the time. I tell her when she shoots him, she always say he looked like a model and all that. She still don't know what's in the backpacks. But it's okay, because one thing about it, her mom has trusted us with her. We're going to take care of her like she is one of us. Period, point blank, end of discussion. I just can't. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. I absolutely adore her. And what I love is how incredibly sweet she is and how her mom and dad are right there. You know, my first cousin has been managing me the whole time, and my mom was real serious about me not being able to leave home if it wasn't with somebody that she trusted. And that's the way she picked who I signed to. She used her ability to discern certain things, and it was some real big places. She was like, they ain't it. And now, 25 years later, I'm like, dang, my mama was right. Knew nothing about the business, but everything about people. I would absolutely interview her. I love her. Where's Melinda? Melinda is at home. Listen, Melinda is the COVID compliance officer. You hear me? That's the COVID compliance officer. Linda, come over here. Boo, you came over here for dinner. You got to take your mask off. If you're going to eat dinner over my house, you might want to remove it. And she know I get COVID tested every other day. No, Linda ain't here, boo. Linda is at home. Can I be booked for weddings? Nope. No. LMA. Oh, I love you so much. And your accent is so bomb. I like when I meet somebody, so there's a genuineness that not many artists have. And you know it when you come in contact with it. And you know when you don't. But LMA, it's like it's just like a sincerity and a sweetness. And one thing I always tell any person in position to serve the people, because that's honestly what we do. We serve the people, even though we're human beings, don't get me wrong, but we serve the people. Any person in position has to remain gracious and grateful. You can feel that all over her when you meet her. I say that every time I see her. I saw her in passing the last time for the Soul Train Awards. And it is consistently consistent. Trust me, you will have to be on this end to know how many times a person gets beside themselves. A couple hit records and they forget that it's the people that helped make all of this possible. And you can feel that on a person real quick. So, LMA, I just wanted to say I love you. Every time I see you, you are consistently consistent, always loving, always show me love. It's funny because that doesn't always happen. So I'm not imitating nobody else. I got a feeling I'm going to get a few phone calls when I get off of here. Yeah, I hope that happens. The versus battle is gonna be incredible. It's gonna be incredible. I'm definitely gonna tune in as much as I can. We film a lot, and we take all the necessary precautions as we do, but it's really long days, and then I record at night. How's my dad? Thank you for asking about him. It's slow coming. He had another stroke. This makes the fourth. My brother and his wife take good care of him when he is home and not in the hospital, but they have now amputated the other leg. So my dad is a double amputee, and it's tough. We brought him here to the house in his wheelchair when he was feeling a bit better, and he's been saying that he wants to come back, and he likes to eat my mom's fried corn and pinto beans, and but I have to find the times where he's feeling best, because he still has to have dialysis as he's healing from the amputation, and he's had another stroke. So it's been rough on my dad, but if ever you want to see where the tough side of me comes from, it's him. You go over there, and even with no legs, he's in the bed. And as soon as he hears the sound of my voice or me coming up the steps, or, I'll hear him say, "That's my baby girl. I'm his only daughter." And you'll just see him light up in a whole different way. And I sneak him Krispy Kreme donuts. And, I try to bring whatever little bit of joy, but I do oftentimes feel guilty because the way that I work and the way the kids' schedules are set up, I'm not there as much as I feel like I should be. But my brother is there every day in, day out, helps him up, down. He gets put in an ambulance 3 days a week to go to dialysis, but he's been in the hospital for a big majority. So it's been tough. And all of that's been going on for quite some time. They actually amputated the first leg, I think the day before my birthday last year, and then the second one recently. So it's not a game. Real life is happening over here, but I try to make sure that when he see my face, he can feel my love for him and just have joy in those moments. And he still ain't changed a lot. You go in there and he have his pistol under the pillow. And when we brought him down here, he in the wheelchair, he pulling from everywhere, talking about he saw a coyote. I ain't seen no coyote. But he say he saw a coyote, and I'm prone to believe my daddy, because my daddy can literally stand in my yard and tell you what every single tree is, every type of grass, and what it takes to maintain it and care for it. He just that dude when it comes to that. And he taught us a level of survival and togetherness that I think every set of siblings should have. Like, you're not gonna play with me and my brother be standing there. It's war. Like, and vice versa. Like, We do not fucking play about each other. It's just, and that's not that you go for bad. You know, everybody has access to the very same things we do, but not everybody has the kind of love that we have for each other in their hearts. My heart is far bigger than my body, especially when it comes to my brothers. So that's what I mean when I said that. But I do believe my daddy saw a coyote. I'll just, I promise you, sometimes when I make the boys take the trash, and I'm like right behind them, because I believe my daddy saw a coyote, and that's just what that is. And I'm just waiting to take them out, because coyotes are dangerous. Hmm? People say some interesting stuff to me. Yes, sis, I think he saw a coyote for sure. Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna take another question before I go. Oh, more people asking about my dad. Thank y'all. Mm. What's on my teeth? Um, and thank you for that. My dad is a strong man. It took a lot for him. He lost his sister. He was sick, so he couldn't do what we would normally do. And he and my uncle were also very close. So he's had a rough 2 years. And but what's on in my teeth are diamonds. They have been in my teeth for what, 20, maybe 21 years, maybe. Definitely before it was the popular and in thing to do. Um, so basically, Corey went and got all of his teeth gold with a diamond in each one. And that is when I decided, okay, I'm going to get a diamond in my teeth as well, minus the gold. So I went to the same dentist. That's really how that happened. He found the dentist in LA. And I waited a while because I watched what he went through to get his done. And he actually had a video shoot the same day. So he let them file his teeth down, put the gold and the diamonds in his teeth with no anesthesia. They were like, sir, we probably should put you to sleep to do this many at one time, but we'll just numb you up. And he was like, no. He got a video to shoot, and he was dead ass that that he was gonna shoot his video, and he didn't want to have a yelp mouth, like the how you get after they numb it up. And so he sat through it, got his done, and I was like, I might. And so I went back. I went back to the same dentist. And the funny thing is, my best friend still goes to that dentist. But at that time, I did not know that that was her dentist. I just happened to find out recently, Shantae, she sent me the photos of us in the dentist from back in the day. I'll put it in my stories. Well, I'll call and ask her permission first, and then I'll put it in my stories later. Love, I ain't see your question. I ain't ignoring nobody. I'm like reading, imitating people, telling the story, watching my kids, walking around. I did sit down for a minute, but yeah, I'm not ignoring anybody. See, that's the thing though. You cannot please everybody all of the time, no matter how hard you try. That's why I'm gonna keep working on this album until I know it's right. Yes, Snoop wife. Yeah, in '98 we met, and our relationship just went to a completely different level. And then shortly after, she found out she was pregnant with Chop. And no, I don't use a specific toothpaste. I've been using Crest for ages. Now, I know before he went to prison, he was definitely using a special toothpaste, but he has a lot more than I do. He has the gold with the diamonds. So he was using something very particular, but I'm sure he's not using anything special in there. But no, I use Crest. I will tell you this. I am a germaphobe. So I brush my teeth a lot throughout the day and I shower a lot through the day. I shower so many times a day that sometimes my skin starts to burn a little bit and I have to over lotion because ain't nothing worse than smelling somebody's breath or body. I've been like that since I was a little girl. Ooh, if I smell you, it doesn't matter what you was doing. Even the boys are programmed. You come from outside, shower ASAP. OCD a little bit. I own my shit. I am not about to smell you, and I damn sure ain't finna smell me. Not no female. Don't make me go in there and have Leia tell you my line. When I say my line, everybody head to the shower. It's just the way it is. But yeah, that's probably something about me people do not know. Do I do parties? No. When am I coming to Miami? I don't know. I'm not sure. You fine. Oh, thank you, girl. Yeah, I teach my kids to be super clean, and I teach my kids to take care of their stuff. A lot of the stuff that even y'all see me wear, and they'll say, oh, it's vintage. I didn't go buy it from a vintage place. They're actually 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old pieces. Ask Jeremy. He came in, he couldn't believe it. Christian Dior coats, the purses, everything. I felt like I worked hard for it. So why would I treat it like it's throwaway? And that doesn't matter what it is. I don't base that on the price. I don't put the value of stuff to me is not based on the price. You know, it's I just think different. So I try to instill those things in my kids. Yes, Kim has been a stronghold. What's the line? Right. Great hygiene is a must. Yes. Say it again. Can my children sing? Ask my children. Leia is the one. So Romello can sing and refuses to. And he'll tell you he refuses to. Let me see if it's tell us. Because I don't know, he focuses on sports. He don't care nothing about it. And Rodney is so musically inclined, it's crazy. He plays instruments, makes beats. Oh Lord, I ain't going up there messing with him. He liable to say anything.
You asked what already? Um, you asked how many best friends do I have and are they famous? One of them, not at all. And one of them, I guess you would say she's married to someone that's famous. But she by no means, um, it's not. Shantae is her own person. She's her own entity. She's just a dope ass human being all across the board. And Tammy been with me like through the thick of it. I'm talking about through the trenches when it was real rough. I'm talking about crazy stuff going down. And she's never turned on me. I never heard a crazy word. I never had to one call, that's all. So the two of them, it's just I got a chance to experience a heightened level of friendship that's more like a sisterhood. But you know, famous or not, I don't care if people famous or not. That's never really been my thing. Definitely. Somebody said Mello is the one friend you gotta tell you on speakerphone, baby. You gotta start throwing up gang signs on Mello. Whoa. That boy out of control. The Apple podcast is still absolutely positively happening. We just prolonged it so that I could go ahead and get the album ready so that while I'm doing it, I can be giving you all new music as we go too. The one you said you was fighting with on a what? It went away so fast. Let me see. Yes, yeah. So Tammy is my friend. Yes, and yes, that was her from the parking deck. Yes, that's her. And we listen, y'all. We old now. Nobody fighting or interested in fighting unless you come for my kids. That's about it. But back then, it was on site at the gate. What? What she say? Who was that? And I think that particular incident happened. She had just had a baby, and this girl was acting out because she was dealing with the baby's dad. But that baby has a baby now. So you talking about way long time ago, Mo. Way long time ago. That baby is 20 with a 1 year old. So yeah. That ain't I retired. Uh, I could never. When it comes to my kids, all bets are off. It's whatever when it comes to them, or if you come for them, or mess with them, or hurt one of them. But other than that, I don't get out my top about much. I don't get out my body about much of nothing. I literally can tune somebody out, look through, around, under you. I'm just not getting on my top for leisure. It's just not happening. We got the same middle name, Denise. Oh, Maxine. Hi. Would I ever date a farmer? Oh, that's interesting. I ain't never thought about it. Yeah, period. About my children. Period. I mean, I'm somebody, I don't even think first. Am I still up? You said that like I'm 90 years old. These are the hours. A lot of times when I get them to sleep, we do a COVID sweep on the studio, and everybody gets tested before we go in too. But these are the hours that I'll go in and I'll work all the way until they get out of school. And then, I'm sorry, until it's time for them to go to school. Like I'll go in now and I'll leave out at 6 a.m. so that I get here when it's time for them to start getting dressed and ready. And then they go on. I get my hugs and kisses, and then I get into bed. But I'm not doing that as much right now since we are multitasking with all the shows. You've been A1 since Leela Valley. I was a little girl. I was so excited to see you. Oh yeah, I used to be up and through there. Not Jarvis Williams, one of the best people I ever met. That was somebody that didn't care who I was, that loved me for me, and no matter what he went through, he never took that out on me. Like just a level of love that women like myself in these positions don't always have the chance to come in contact with. Just a full-on good person in every way. I will absolutely pray for all our teachers. I absolutely will. I'll take one more question real quick. Do your children listen to your older music or watch your older videos on YouTube? Yes. Yes. Rodney's favorite song is Just One of Them Days. I do remember doing Teen Summit in New Orleans. I do. One of the artists I would like to work with, um, there's a lot of them actually. I was listening to Everything to Me the other day. I definitely think it would be great to get back in the lab with Jasmine. She's just a special being, just really special with the way that she writes and creates things. Really special being. He's doing good. He's doing really, really good. I see my brother Vaughn in here. Hey.
come to Texas, I gotta be careful moving around. Let me see. How does it feel raising two teenage boys and one girl? Oh, I think they're the perfect combination. Happy birthday, Vaughn. I love you. I think it's the perfect combo for me because I was a real live boy mom. And I say that because I like roughing it. I like outdoors. I like kicking it. I loved watching them play sports and stuff like that. But one thing, she came along and she just pulled the softer side back out of me again. She just did that in a way that I feel like it was definitely needed. And I'm a boy mom that was still very affectionate with my boys, but I very much believe in having a man be a man and them to feel secure in who they are and to know who they are, and their individuality was important to me. And just all those things were really important. But it's so different with a girl because there is a softer side that you use for a lot of different things. And I love the combination, having them be older than her and really look out for her and check on her. And she loves it, and she always watches Montez and I and our connection, and they love, she loves that. So I love raising the three of them because they're all so different. So it gives me the opportunity to be in different zones and do different things and have different vibes with them. Somebody said, sorry, I'm late. I'm going to say I love y'all and good night, and make sure you continue to push through the test. There are great things on the other side of trials and tribulations because trouble just won't last always. It'll build you up. It'll make you stronger, and it'll force you to exercise your faith and to reach deep and find your purpose. Just keep finding it. Don't let life break you. I promise you it gets better. I love y'all, and thank y'all for joining in. All right, bye.